What up, bitches? Himmers here. Since I'm doing my reviews for past Cinderella movies because of the new Cinderella film that's on Amazon, here is my review for the 1997. It's a TV movie, but still. Here's my review for the 1997 Cinderella film. Well, simply titled Cinderella. Now this movie is pretty much like a very new take on the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella tale. This time around, it's a black girl portraying Cinderella, and the girl playing her is, of course, Brandy, who, of course, she was a pretty popular singer, and of course, around this time, she also did that show Moesha as well. So she pretty much, came in shoes as the role of Cinderella. Here you got the late Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother. Her wicked stepmother is played by Broadway actress Bernadette Pierce, who was pretty good. Her evil stepsisters are actually portrayed by Vianne Cox as well as Natalie Desselle. We got Victor Garber, who plays the King Maximum here. Whoopi Goldberg actually portrays the Queen, so interesting relation right there. Victor Garber and Whoopi Goldberg, whoever saw that one ever coming. Of course, you have Paolo Montalbano. I could never pronounce his last name. He, of course, plays the prince that Cinderella is falling for. And I know this movie got a lot of backlash because obviously there are people who are not a fan of singing a black girl as Cinderella. But come on, it's just it's a story. It's an updated version. So come on, people. But anyway, this definitely did have some really intriguing music as well. I mean, the film was also directed by Robert S. Cove and Robert L. Freeman, and actually premiered on ABC during, which was part of ABC's Wonderful World of Disney thing, which I thought was pretty cool there too. Anyway. Now, this was a solid film worth checking out. I mean, Brandy was so good at Cinderella. She really embodied the character really perfectly. I really quite like Whitney Houston as a fairy godmother. I think she, definitely was great. I mean, Whitney Houston, besides the singer, she was a pretty decent actress in her own parts. Obviously, The Bodyguard. There's been some other interesting stuff like Sparkle. I mean, she was a pretty good actress as well as a singer. And she really embodied the fairy godmother role really well. The movie also had some, it also had some decent music as well. Heck, you even had George Costanza himself, Jason Alexander, also had a role in this, so that was pretty cool to watch. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a Cinderella film that gets talked about once in a while, but not as much. I mean, it's finally on Disney Plus, by the way, so if you haven't seen it, give it a go on Disney Plus. It's a really decent one. So yeah, I mean, this movie, great? Maybe not, but it's pretty cute, charming. Of course, since then we have seen other black princesses as well. Obviously, Princess of the Frog is a pretty popular one too. And of course, we are going to be seeing other diverse adaptations of these characters. I mean, of course, there is a Black Little Mermaid coming out, and I know so many people are pissed off about that, but it's a mermaid. Come on, people, grow up. Of course, there's going to be a Black Tinkerbell in the future with the new Peter Pan film. I mean, hey, like or hey, they are going to be doing diverse adaptations of these classic fairy tales, and Cinderella is definitely one of them. Obviously, another good one is The Wiz. That's a good example there too. But that side, also the chemistry between both Brandy and the one who plays the prince, I don't, they were pretty good in this as well. Really decent, Cinderella adaptation worth checking out. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus. Give it a go. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen the TV movie adaptation of Cinderella? With Brandy and Whitney Houston. Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Cinderella signing out.